That's the throne of the Most High. The chariots are part of the throne, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 7. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not.
Because you can't confine the Lord's throne.
Matter of fact,
you can't confine the Lord's throne. You can't. You see what I'm saying? That's the chariot. The chariots are part of the Lord's throne, but the chariots expand.
Yeah.
The chariots contract. The chariots can go in the water, out of the water. Ooh. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you look up that word throne. The chariots can operate in any element.
Yeah, any element.
Any element.
Yeah.
In any water.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The word throne, from etymology,
And still with light speed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Don't nothing stop the movement of the chariots.
You got like airplanes.
They got 3 course.
Yeah, because airplane can only fly in certain weather. You got helicopters, they can only fly in certain weather. If you speak about the chariots
fly
in the weather. Show you how powerful those chariots are. You know?
I'm going to say, footnote on it, there was a video where they were shooting. The soldiers were shooting at the chariot, and they wouldn't move before they were still doing their thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
So they thought they were going to move.
Yeah.
Like, no. The boys still doing their thing. Like,
oh, man. I ain't just playing with them.
Yeah.
Just playing with them. You got to know how.
this is the word throne, from the etymology online, 1200th century. It said, the seat of God.
See that? The seat, throne. The seat of the Most High, man. Go ahead.
Or a
What he just went into. He just went into that word. God goes back to honor, right? Which means power. It also goes into judge. You know, judges. Go ahead.
It said the seat of God, or a saint in heaven.
The seat of God, or a saint in heaven. You see that?
Yeah.
So the angels are saints.
Right.
Israel, the elect, are saints.
That's right.
Okay? But is it more? That was the point, but if you see some more, it's up to you.
It's written right now.
What it say right there? Oh, yeah. Read that part. Because, so they're showing you it's levels to the word throne, right? So they just gave us the highest form of the word throne. Right. Now listen to what he's going to say now. Now this word right here is potentate. That's sovereign, that's potentate.
It said, seat occupied by a sovereign potentate,
which right now the seat occupied, who's in sovereignty right now?
Yeah, Esau.
Right? The Edomite. Now watch this. Read this.
or a dignity on earth.
On earth. So you got throne in heaven and you got throne on earth. That's it, right? Yep. That's why when we read the Lord's Prayer, what it's ultimately going to come down to is his will being done on earth as it is in heaven. See, the Lord has given these heathens sovereignty on earth right now.
Let's go back to taking Ezra 6. When he was asking the Lord, he was like, why do the heathen rage over us?
And imagine a bad
No.
Why the earth is not given to
Go do it real quick. Like,
you talking about Ezra?
Taking Ezra 6. Yeah.
Second
Say they were imputed as nothing.
Yeah.
It's the second Ezra 6, 54. And it says, in all this I have spoken before thee, O Lord, Salaki, and after these, Adam also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Right.
Verse
So
55.
the Lord chose who? The Lord chose Israel. Go ahead.
It says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. And as for the other people, which also come of Adam.
Right, the other people, like, you know, they say we all come of Adam. All nations, it don't matter your color, your complexion. They try to use that to grandstand and say, well, God made us all of the same blood.
We all were Abraham.
We all come from Adam, which we not all Abraham children, but they will say they ignorant that shit too.
Yeah.
But when they say that we all come from Adam, yeah, that's true. But
you have a choice.
so that what you say when they say but? Everything you said before, but disregard this. Yeah, we all come from Adam, but
Listen now.
go ahead.
It says, and now, Lord, so like it is for the other people which also come of Adam.
Also in but is synonymous. Also in but it's a conjunction. Yeah.
It says, which also.
So when he said also, you could have put but right there too. You know? Go ahead. He know what he was doing. He know what he was doing. Go ahead.
Hey, this is second Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 56, and that's for the other people which also come of Adam. Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
It said who then?
It says, but be like unto spittle.
So that's something to carry right there. You know, when you envy the oppressor, you looking at the so-called white man, they doing this and that. They, looking at the other nations, how they got everything. Look back what the Lord said they are.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord said they ain't shit.
They like spit.
Come on, bro. You look at spit. You don't want that shit out your mouth. You don't even want to swallow that shit. All right? It's also in Isaiah how the Lord said that they're like a drop that falling from a vessel.
Yeah.
These other nations ain't shit. But going back into the will of the Lord, why he did this, why? For him to bring us the kingdom of heaven. But he's about the power. Can they say that the Lord is unbalanced? He's not a front power. Can't nobody say that. All these nations had a chance to rule over us.
They all got a chance at the throne.
They all had a chance at the throne. All right, but guess what? We got it for what? Forever. All right, but Ezra just requiring like, Lord, he's saying this and that. Go ahead.
And it says back in second Ezra 6 and 56, and that's for the other people which also come of Adam.
Right. So when you read in verse 54, right? He said he made Adam Lord over all thy creatures. Right? That Lord goes into master, power, authority, right? But then when he jumped to verse 56, it says, as for the other people which also come of Adam.
And remember, it was 18 nations.
You see?
Yeah.
So we all come, when you go into the Hebrew word Adam, Adama, it means from the ground.
Yeah.
We all were made, all men were formed from the dust of the ground. All nations were formed from the dust of the ground.
Yeah.
But out of those men that were formed, he set one nation of people to be Lord over all. Right? Meaning have the power and authority over all the other nations. And he said those other nations are nothing. He don't give a damn about the other nations who he set up to be ruled over by the one he chose to be Lord. There you go.
So that's why I should say, envy not the oppressor, all right, and choose none of his ways. Why? Because they ain't shit. But understand that what prophecy got to be fulfilled. We in a time where the Gentile ended, man. All right? You got it.
So this back in second Ezra 6 and finishing up.
56.
Verse 56, and it says, and as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
That's what he think about their throne. That's what he think about their rulership.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what he think about. They rule. Go ahead.
You mean to tell me God said they like spit? Yeah.
That's right.
Spit and shit.
Yeah. You got it.
And it says, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. In verse 57,
Right,
and now,
this the point, right? This the point. Now it's coming back around. Go ahead.
and now, O Lord, behold, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing.
There you go. The warrior, heathen, Gentiles. Go warrior.
Yeah.
Go warrior.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it says, as nothing have begun to be lords over
So
us.
now these heathens have become lords.
Right.
Meaning he's giving them see, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord.
And then on top of that, why did he give these heathens charge over us, rule over us? Because of what? Our disobedience.
That's it.
See that? That's why these nations became to be rulers and lords over us. Because through our disobedience. Go ahead.
And it says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
That's it.
But,
And that was it on there, bro. And that begins with Esau, Edom.
Yeah.
Right? The ultimate heathen. That's why the Lord say in the book of Peter, with that 1 Peter 5 and 8, thy adversary, the devil, goeth about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. Because he's a brute beast.
Right.
He has no knowledge of righteous living. He has no wisdom pertaining. He don't have the wisdom of life. He don't have the ability to judge right according to life.
Right.
Yeah,
You know? Sure, right now, because after when the Greek Empire came up, that's when we really
wickedness. They say wickedness multiplied in the earth.
There you go.
When you go in the what was it? Maccabees.
Yeah. One in the first
chapter,
chapter, 41.
Yep.
Niggas like 1 and 10.
Yeah, because you gotta remember under Assyrian, when you go into the Assyrian Empire, we able to build a temple.
Nah, that was under the under the Medo-Persian Empire.
The Medo-Persian.
Yeah, which
but
really was the Persian. It was the Persian in the Empire under Xerxes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, under Xerxes.
Yeah, but it was put into play by with the Cyrus and Darius. It was under, and then it happened during the time of Darius, I believe.
Darius the Medes. Yeah. So you had, so we knew who we was in the Babylonian Empire. We knew who we was in the Medo-Persian Empire, but in the Greek power, that's what we were. We discontinued from our heritage.
Yeah, because that's when Hellenization.
There you go.
Hellenization took place under the time of the Greeks.
There you go. And from the Greeks to now.
Yeah, and that's why today niggas into Greek culture.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, frats, Jew dog, Catholics.
That's what it's called. It's called Greek.
Greek fraternity.
Greek fraternity. That's what it's called. You know, but it shows that everything leads back to, like talking about saying, the Edomites. You know?
Yep, these heathens. So we go back to you ain't gotta get first back to these folks. Yup. Go back to Sirach, cut, right? Going back to the throne, right? Go ahead.
it says, Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 14.
Yep.
The Lord has cast down the throne of the proud prince.
The Lord has cast down the throne of the proud prince. And the reason that they proud is because they went from being nothing, they went from being likened unto spittle to being in authority. You know? So the Lord has given them this dominion, and now, well, shit. He's saying that the people who the Lord chose to rule over his creation, beginning with Yahweh Shah, they saying, oh, they ain't nothing.
Yeah, they done away. They done away.
They done away with it.
Yeah,
Replacement theology.
Yeah.
He love us more. He love y'all now.
Yeah.
You know? He cast y'all away.
Right.
No, it said he cast away the throne of the proud princes. And that's why when you go into, I believe that's the book of Romans, say, have the Lord cast away his people?
Okay.
God forbid.
Yeah.
No, he ain't never gonna cast away his people. He gonna cast away these heathens. He just putting us on standby. Look, I'm gonna put y'all on standby and let these heathens rule, so y'all can observe and see how when nothing, nobody people, right? Because what makes them nothing is that they don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Heavenly Father. Okay, when it comes to all aspects govern life, they don't have it. They err in all judgment pertaining to the matters of governing life. Go ahead, bro.
Keep going on there.
Now get that point real quick.
This is Romans 11:1. At the top it says, Israel is not cast away.
Israel is not cast away. Though it may seem like it, just because they went from being above all nations on the earth to the bottom of all nations on the earth. Don't get it twisted.
Man.
Don't think because y'all at the top now that y'all my y'all my chosen people now.
Yeah.
And that's how they fucking feel. Beginning with them 1948ers. They feel like, oh, we the people now.
Yeah.
We gotta be the people. Look how he's letting us do you who were at one time his people. Look how he's letting us do you. Hey, that's the song.
Hey, if I may add, that's how some of those conquistadors came over here feeling. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord has to be dealing with them. Because how could they have conquered and got so far? You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they are the people. And we are nothing.
Hey, let the scripture say, thou thought that I was all together in such as one as thyself.
There's another two times that the song.
I think that's Ezekiel what I'm talking about.
I became rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's two one right there.
Yeah. To show you how you think.
But then you talking about Psalm 51.
Yeah.
Psalm 51, 18.
This is Romans 11:1. It says, I say then, have the Most High cast away his people? It says the Most High forbid.
The Most High forbid. That's all I wanted.
Yep.
So that right there, no. So anybody want to come with supersessionism, replacement theology, and say, well, because you have niggas like you sort of claim ties to be the people, but the Lord said this and this about Israel. That he ain't dealing with y'all. Nah.
But then they don't.
He ain't dealing with 2/3 of his people. He ain't dealing with the heathens of his people. He's always gonna deal with his people. But in this time, he only dealing with the elect. You got it out to lot.
No, I'm just saying, bro. They don't even fit the prophecies, bro.
Nah.
You know, at all.
Nah.
So that alone lets you know you ain't fulfilling none of the prophecies that the people of the Lord would be.
Yeah.
How they would be.
Yeah. They trying to supersede the prophecy. Really, when you go into that word supersessionism, the word, the foundation of that word is supersede. So they're trying to supersede the authority of the Most High and use his own words to justify that supersession. No. You twisting the words of the Most High. That's why we setting the record straight right now. He said, you heathens are nothing. He's casting down all your thrones. But when you go to Isaiah 45, right? Finish Sirach again, brother, hold Isaiah 45, read 15 through 18. Go ahead, bro.
Back in Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 14, the Lord has casted down thrones of the proud princes.
He has casted down the thrones of the proud princes. Like the brother was going into the Babylonians, right? You had the Medes, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, right? All those thrones were cast down, going back to what I was saying in Daniel the 7th chapter, which also I said in Isaiah 45. I want another brother to go back to Daniel 7, hold Daniel 7 and 13, right? Go ahead.
And set up the meat in their stead.
Set up the meat in their stead. Go ahead.
The Lord has plucked up the root of
That's what the brother was talking about. He has plucked up the roots of who?
The proud nation.
The proud nation.
Proud nation.
And they proud because, we the king.
Right.
You niggas ain't nothing. You what we say you is.
Yeah.
You African American. You colored.
Black.
You Mexican. You Hispanic. You what I say you is.
Yeah.
Man, what the Lord said you was, We in charge now, so you are what we say you are.
I got a priest up in there too, It's Zechariah 11 and 5.
You are what I say you are.
Hey, check these out, Ty. I go right what you said. Go ahead,
This is Zechariah 11 and verse 5.
Check them out.
It says, who possess or slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they sell them, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherd pity them not.
And their own shepherd pity them not. This is what lifted up the pride in these nations.
That's it, bro.
Because how the Lord has dealt with us in captivity.
Right.
It's like he ain't
And
love
put them, it's like he ain't love us.
Yeah.
To take us through the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
To have genocide committed against us. You know?
Right.
To put us on, what you call with the Native Americans on, reservation.